Hi, my name is Inti Martinez Aleman. I own and operate Seba Forte Law Firm here in the Twin Cities and also in New York State. I've been practicing here in the US for a year, since last year, 2016, and I started practicing law in 2008 in my home country in Honduras.
So my name is Jim Bailey. I've been an attorney for 50 years, 1 year as a law clerk for a federal judge, and 49 years with this firm, which is Frederickson and Byron. My specialty is business bankruptcy, debtor-creditor law, and litigation transactions that surround insolvency. So business law pro bono is a relatively new idea, except for a program that goes in New York that goes way back and a smaller one in Chicago. There hadn't been any until about 1993, when the business law section of the American Bar Association decided that it wanted to be an important provider of community service and pro bono service. And so I thought we should ask ourselves in Minneapolis and in Minnesota, do we need this kind of program also?
My name is Emma Kasiga. I work for African Development Center. So the mission of African Development Center is to grow business and to build wealth. There's a lot of immigrants that are coming to this country, and they're missing out on the economic development because they are lacking the understanding of the financial systems. And so by educating people, by showing people the ropes of how these things work here, they can jump into the bandwagon, be their own employers, and they can start building wealth. Our work here at ADC is really to educate and nudge our clients to learn to seek the right help at the right times.
My name is Peter Mutua. I'm owner and proprietor of Tumas Event Ambience Creators. When we started the catering business, it was just out of, there'll be African gatherings, right? People will be saying, we need food for this event. Nobody will volunteer to cook, and we say, okay, let's just cook, and we just started out that way. Then people say, oh, wait a minute, I'll just buy the ingredients, can you cook for me? Then eventually got to a point where people say, you know what, I don't even have time to buy the ingredients, let's just do it, and we just turned into a business. You go to a hall, they say, well, you need a license. I don't know, but where do you get a license from? So you start investigating that. Getting that information was a little challenging. We came into ADC, initially we were just looking for funding to build a kitchen. So when we came in, we found out that they even help people with business plans and other legal help. They have legal clinics, because we could come in and in a very formal way just get help, and then if you need further assistance, obviously we can follow you up down the road, but at least give you guidance. And that's what we were lucky when I did some of the other businesses that I did, we just shooting from the hip. But when you have a place you can go and get help legally, financially, and all that stuff, at least a direction, then you go pursue it yourself, really helps out tremendously.
So lawyers are expensive, and most people can't afford lawyers. What do we do with this problem? If someone is accused of a crime, we have a federal public defender program and a state public defender program. But if the individuals who need service are involved in starting a business or have an invention, or if we have a nonprofit that is serving a social service and they have a small budget, they can't afford lawyers, what do we do with that situation? So it's LegalCorp that steps into that situation and matches the client who needs the services with a lawyer who's willing to provide those services.
I started volunteering for LegalCORP in the fall of 2014, as soon as I moved to the Twin Cities from Chicago. With the community that I work with, it's the Latino population specifically. The vast majority of Latinos here in Minnesota are first-generation immigrants, and about half, according to statistics, are undocumented, if not more. That means that if they want to make money, they need to work, but it's legal to do that. So if they are able to start their own business and start them well through legal advice, through LegalCorp, then they're not violating the law because they are working for themselves, and that is totally permissible and it doesn't violate any laws.
LegalCorp has been really a blessing in this. We've been able to show our customers that lawyers are just human beings, and if you go and find the right person, they will give you the right help.
It's part of the lawyer's tradition that we don't turn down people who need services just because they can't pay. One of the problems is that business lawyers, who are the majority of lawyers, aren't skilled in the kinds of services that are provided in your traditional legal aid programs and pro bono programs, the traditional ones, because they're litigation based. So there's a lot of lawyers who are very receptive to the idea of providing help if they can provide help with the kind of skills they already have.
The opportunity that LegalCorp has given me to get acquainted with attorneys on one side and with clients on the other side. And being that middle person, being a legal assistant, interpreter of sorts, has been extremely helpful now that I own my own practice. So knowing both the practitioners who help the clients and also the clients who come to these attorneys. So being that bridge.
So there's a person, I don't remember whose quote this is, but somebody said, a candle does not lose its power by lighting another candle. And I think I'm hoping that I can help other businesses grow the same way that I was helped by ADC and LegalCorp.